Well, sometimes the magic works, sometimes it doesn't.
Hello folks, and welcome back to the channel. I'm back again with you for another mod drop. Well, this is more like an update to a prior mod that I made that was extremely popular both on the Xbox and the PS4 before that account got deleted on Bethesda Net due to some little butthurt asshat Marxist Nexus shitbag snowflake pieces of human filth. Speaking of which, join me, my Legion of Nine faithful, in defunding the Nexus, because fuck the Nexus. If you ain't heard, it's a sinking ship that is also on fire. One might think that the rats fled the sinking ship, but the rats are the ones that are in charge. And those rats think it's a slave ship because they have lots of modders locked up in the hold, keeping their mods to support their mentally insane concept that a modder's work is no longer theirs when they upload their mods to that site because of, mod packs. But there is freedom to be had, my dudes and dudettes. Come to Shaken Mods, where you can post your mods and retain complete control over your work. While it is completely free to make an account and upload your mods to the large free section, you can also become a guild member, giving you access to a whole section of mods in the guild section. Shaken Mods has an active Discord where you can find help without getting treated like a goddamn goofball. If you're a mod author, you can stand to make a little bit of scratch there on the side too, unless you're one of those people who don't like to make money. So look down in the description and you'll find a referral link to Shaken Mods. Use it and take your freedom back. Okay, that's all sorted out then. Lydia, you can stop carrying my burdens and roll that intro.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Okay guys, strap in, grab some munchies, and chill the fuck out because this is the meat and potatoes of the mod. I'm not really too worried about how long this video is. I just want to cover everything so I don't have to keep repeating it over and over again on the mod pages. The first thing we're going to look at with this mod is some technical shit that I couldn't really film any footage for. Instead, I got some screenshots I took from Xedit that detail this kind of stuff. The first one is a gameplay tweak. Basically, it changes the default time to clean up dead bodies from 270 in-game hours to a much more tidy 8 game in hours. What this is going to do is just straight up help your game's performance because those dead bodies won't be hanging around for all that time, which eats the shit out of your video memory. Now, after you wipe out that bandit camp, a mere 8 hours later, all those dead bodies will disappear out of the cell. That leads me into my next tweak, cell respawn time. I always found it extremely boring that the game has you going back and forth over the same ground so many times without not much happening. As I usually don't use fast travel, mainly because I have it turned off in Frostfall, I like to find bad guys where I expect to find them. This tweak changes the cell respawn time from 240 hours to 48 hours, or from 10 in-game days down to 2. This next one is just a small tweak. Hell, you may not even notice it, but it slightly increases the size of both of Skyrim's moons. Spend some time looking at the moons and see if you see the difference. Now this next one you may notice immediately, especially if you have a multi-followers mod. I increased the size of the NPC Sandbox cylinder. The way it works is that the sandbox area is an imaginary circle drawn around the NPC that's usually 1024 units to 2048 units. Then a cylinder goes up and down from the NPC. The first one I increased was the depth of the cylinder from 100 units to 1500 units and increased the top end to 2500 units. This effectively grants multi-floor sandboxing, so you aren't likely to see an NPC just hanging out on a single floor, walking back and forth from one chair to another and eating bread like a fucking goof. Okay guys, that technical shit is out of the way. Now we're gonna get into the Horker meat and taters part of this mod. I modified the walk and run speeds of the NPCs to closely match those of the player. No more double timing it to follow an NPC. Now it is much more immersive. The NPCs and the player walk and run at the same speed. Another thing that always pissed me off was that the NPCs ran away from combat and suddenly could run twice as fast as you, so that you have to sprint after them and waste all of your stamina before they suddenly turn around and decide to fight you. So this is one way I thought of to fix that little problem. Next we got the horse tweaks. That was actually one of the most popular points of the mod when it was up before. As you can see by the background footage, you can now zoom in and out from any angle while you're mounted on your horse. I found some tactical uses for this bit of tweaking as well. I find it much easier to make galloping attacks when I'm zoomed out and able to see more of the terrain around me. Moving right along, once you are able to purchase Breeze Home, head up to the bedroom. On the nightstand on the left side of the bed, you will find a couple of pairs of my mighty enchanter's gloves. A little more on that later. As you leave the bedroom, check out the dresser behind the door and you will find a spell book. What does this spell do? Well, I'm glad you asked. Here's a store hanging out by Fort Amo. It's pretty shitty weather, as you can plainly see. Once you have learned the spell Master Weather Clear, you can use this spell to clear the skies right up from either rain, snow, or even ash storms. This is useful for taking screenshots or clearing the weather to find your way, or even to survive in the middle of a blizzard. Now, I said a few seconds ago we would get to the enchanter's gloves. I placed 2 pairs of these for a reason. You can go to an enchanter's workbench and break one of these to learn the Fortify Enchanting enchantment. You can use this enchantment to fortify other objects such as rings, gloves, necklaces, and circlets. If you are careful and patient, you can create a stupid powerful object with Fortify Enchantment and Enchanting Elixirs. Just remember to save before you start doing this, because at some point your system and game just can't handle the power you are pumping into that object. Another thing that this mod does is increase the number of enchantments you can put on an object from 2 to 3. Another effect of this mod also lets you reset your perks to legendary at a level of 90 than the vanilla 15. Now for the last effect that this mod does. All magic is disabled for NPCs. That means if you're going into some place such as Fort Amo that is full of wizards and mages, you won't be getting spammed with fireballs and icy spears. I always thought it was absolutely fucking stupid how many mages are running around Skyrim spamming master level spells like their bandit ass are all master level graduates of the College of Winterhold. I mean, what the fuck is that? This only affects the NPCs by modifying their combat class, but it doesn't affect NPCs such as Tolfdir or Esbern. It doesn't affect followers either, vanilla or modded followers. If you happen to run into a quest that requires an NPC to use magic and they don't, just go back to your previous save, turn off mighty tweaks until after you get the quest done. Oh, wait. There is one other thing this mod does. I disabled the glitched gate in Nightingale Hall. This is to try to fix the glitch that happens with the Nightingale quest that causes that annoying dark elf chick to just stroll merrily away and you suddenly can't complete the quest. With this little tweak, she should just head right on through to the ritual chamber. Okay, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I know it is longer than my usual 5-minute mod showcases, but I wanted to make sure I covered everything. If you made it this far in the video, congratulations! You do not have the attention span of a skooma-addicted Chihuahua puppy. This mod is available for PC, Xbox, and PS4. If you want to support the channel, the best thing you can do, short of a direct sponsorship, is to like, comment, and share this video. If you want to do a direct sponsorship, click the join button below the video or look down in the description for the Ko-Fi link. Until next time, guys, remember to keep your sword sharp. Don't be a milk drinker. And always watch the skies, traveler.